I'd like to begin by congratulating Mr. Mayo Adediran, the curator here at the museum, and all the people that have been involved in organizing this event. I attended in 2001 in New York the Efik Association event, which invited the Cubans to New York. Unfortunately, I never met Mr. Miller at the time. But I was at that event, and I can tell you that it was one of the most entertaining and emotional events that I've had the opportunity of attending in my life. Prior to that, I think the last time I ever shed tears was at my father's burial. But that event did bring tears to my eyes. It was a wonderful event to see people that had been separated for so many years, brothers, relatives that had not seen themselves for years, coming back together through the medium of dance, of folklore. It was a very moving event and a very powerful one. And so I want to encourage you in what you're trying to do, and to assure you that the Cross River State Government and the Tourism Bureau will be totally behind you as you move along. I guess in the minds of most people, we're wondering, what is the government doing as far as taking advantage of all the potentials that we have in tourism? Let me say, first of all, there's a very popular adage that a people without a history are a people without a future. I'd like to add to that by saying that a people without a culture are a people without an identity. And in today's world, Professor Eyo has talked about the world of globalization and all of that. And whether we like it or not, globalization is here, it's coming. And without our culture, I think we would definitely be lost in this new world. Our approach at the Tourism Bureau, and I think it is a policy of the Cross River State Government, is not to westernize our people. Our development strategy is to modernize our ways, to modernize our culture, like Professor Eyo had talked about. It's not about going back to the old culture, but being able to sustain your culture through the changing tides of events, through globalization and all of that. So that, in a nutshell, is what we're trying to achieve. There are a number of projects, I'd like to say, in the pipeline that we're working on. One of them has, of course, to do with the reunifying our brothers in the diaspora. I hate to use the word exploiting the nexus or the connection that we have with our brothers in Cuba. I'd rather like to say that we're looking at ways to celebrate it and to show to the world what we have to offer as far as our culture. I'll be meeting with Professor Miller before he leaves to iron out ways in which we can get this project off the ground. I had talked, I think last year, to Etubom B.E about this. And I think the time has come. There's a saying that there's nothing as powerful as an idea whose time has come. I think the time has come for this idea. The Cross River State Government is very much behind it. The governor is very much interested in it. I think it will give us a lot of mileage here. And so we will be working, and in the days and months to come, we'll keep you informed on what's happening. And like always, you'll all be involved. Our traditional rulers and fathers and custodians of tradition and culture would also be involved in this process. So again, I'd like to thank the organizers of the event and to thank all of you for attending and giving me the opportunity to say a few words to you. Thank you very much.